About fucking time, you lazy piece of shit.
I love
You've
you.
missed so much good fucking content of us just ripping each other
I
apart.
know, pushing buttons is hard, right?
Dude, I'm just gonna make AI like re-record the last 5 minutes. Yeah. No, bracketed good. We kind of actually, you know what? Funny thing was, we were able to come to a pretty good consensus of 8 video games, musicians, movies, and just random things based on a lot of stuff that we doubled up on. I mean, and then it would just kind of fill in the blanks. Bob and I worked on that over the last few weeks, and we had some input and just thought, why not? Let's put this together. And I think it come up pretty good. I think this is going to elicit some pretty good conversations.
Yeah, I think so too. As long as we can keep Rich from fucking it up.
Yeah, Rich, be civil. No. But yeah, so we got video games, music, movies, and a wild card round. Brooks, you're the new guy to this. You pick a category, and we'll go that part of the bracket.
That's
whammy.
Let's start with music.
Oh, okay. All right, fair enough. You guys good for musicians then?
Yeah, let's go.
You ready to go? All right, so music part of this bracket. And I am going to pull this here. So let's go this way. All right. Metallica or Led Zeppelin?
Just for a future episode, we need to have like musicians who have killed themselves. Have a bracket of that. You know. Overdosed on this, overdosed on that.
We'll just do its own bracket of dead musicians.
Yeah.
But how do you count Kurt Cobain?
Multiple categories.
Okay. Fair enough. All right.
Let's go.
Scattered categories.
So,
oh God.
You know, I did make a shotgun in Fallout 3 and name it Kurt Cobain's microphone.
Oh, okay. All right. So business at hand here, because this will take 5 hours the way we're going.
Yeah.
Metallica or Led Zeppelin? And I'll let you guys go. However you want to do this. Let's just any thoughts about one or the other?
Zeppelin.
I'm going Metallica.
Metallica for me.
Zeppelin.
Ooh, we're split right down the middle.
All right, we gotta go Metallica. Sorry.
You're taking the one band's got the greatest guitarist and the greatest drummer of all time, and the other band's drummer is Lars.
See, now when you put it like that,
Yeah.
it makes me go Zeppelin. But if I'm looking
How many
at
other musicians have used Led Zeppelin throughout time? Not as much Metallica.
Napster, bad. They also killed Napster.
yeah, they did kill Nap.
Yeah, that's true.
Sorry,
I had
but
thousands of songs.
You know what? I'm changing my vote to Led Zeppelin because I love
Yeah, me too.
Napster.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah.
I froze for like 30 seconds, and you guys switched from Metallica to Zeppelin?
Yeah, Zeppelin.
I have that power.
All right. Thanks a lot, Rich.
You're welcome.
No, all good. No, I'll go Zeppelin too. And I Bob, this Chase Utley walk-up song.
Yep.
All right. Johnny Cash, David Bowie.
Ooh. Dude, I love Johnny Cash, but I gotta go Bowie.
Anyone else want to chime in? Bink, Rich?
I like them both, but I'd go Bowie over Cash.
Okay.
I'm indifferent. I don't really care.
Ooh.
You gotta pick one for the flip a fucking coin, Bink.
Um,
Pull the
Well,
banana
then
out
this
of
is
your
a
ass
rocket
and see what it
science.
looks like. Does it look more like Johnny Cash or more like David Bowie?
I'd probably say Cash.
Well, I don't know. David Bowie did a movie where you got to see Rip Torn's penis.
Okay,
Yeah,
then
but-
definitely Johnny Cash.
Yeah, that's not going to be anything that.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It's not a selling point, there, Rich.
Yeah.
Don't
Rip-
get me wrong. Bowie the
word
musician,
rip,
I love,
Torn
but
and penis should not be in the same sentence together. Rich.
Yeah, rip porn. Penis.
yeah, no,
He was the one that
Brooks,
played.
you're
He was
not wrong.
the if you can dodge your ball, you can dodge or whatever, right? That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
It's his penis. Yeah, he was younger, but yeah.
yeah, I still don't care. I'm going Johnny Cash.
You probably saw Bowie's too, but I don't remember. It was the Man Who Fell to Earth. It was a good movie.
This is a tough one for me, but I'm going to go Cash on this one as well. So sorry to Mr. Bowie, but Johnny Cash gonna take this one.
Oh,
All right, Daft Punk, Bob
Daft
Seger.
Punk. Not even a question. Daft Punk wins that one.
Yeah, I'm with Bob on this one.
Working on the night moves.
Thank you. You got a spot because
No, I
I've
know
already got
that
this one
song,
figured
but-
out.
Since you all went one way, I'll just do the opposite and do Seeger. This
All right,
way,
good, Daft.
he gets at
Daft-
least one vote.
Daft Punk 3 for 2. There you go. Sorry. Not even gonna have a conversation about that. Bob Seger can go live on the night moves. The Beatles or the Ramones?
Work on his night moves.
The
Beatles
Beatles
changed the revolution. They
or the
changed
Ramones?
so much.
Yeah, look, man, I love the Ramones. I mean, I fucking wore that hat around for how long? But the Beatles, I feel like got to take this one.
Yeah, this is a tough one for me not to ever say the Beatles as much as I love the Ramones. So I don't know that that's even a question, to be honest with you. Brooks, there you
What are you guys? A bunch of like loyals to the British Empire or some shit, man?
Oh,
The
God.
Ramones.
Oh, God, Lord. Wow. Brooks went, wow, he went the other direction. Uh-oh.
Bunch of frickin' redcoats in here, man. Get out.
Rich, ask your dog. What's your dog say?
He said that the Beatles over the Ramones. Not that the Ramones are bad, because it's good. Everything's good in this, but the Beatles are
Right.
better.
All right.
So we gonna finish out music, or are we gonna leave?
Yeah,
it
let's finish this music out. Let's finish out fortunes. Might as well. You know what though? That's interesting though, because it does elicit some strong conversations. Because here we are, Led Zeppelin, Johnny Cash.
Zeppelin.
Zeppelin, yeah.
Zeppelin.
Brooks and I really don't have to say that. Three votes already.
Yeah, I probably would have went with Cash just because.
Yeah, me too. But I get it. No, that's fair. It's certainly fair.
Yep.
We got our first 8 seed coming out.
Well, it's not a real 8 seed, but sure.
Yeah.
Boy, this is gonna be an easy one.
Yeah, this one's got to go Beatles.
Daft Punk or the Beatles?
Mm,
I find it ironic that Daft Punk and Bob Seger had more of a conversation, a little bit more, but Beatles
really?
You put the beat. Well, I mean, kind of. All right, Beatles and Led Zeppelin for the music bracket here. Music part of the bracket.
I still
I'm
go
a huge
Beatles.
Zeppelin fan. I'd probably say the Beatles, just how much they changed everything.
Yeah, like I love Zepp, but the Beatles literally changed music.
Mm-hmm.
They also have a bigger catalog than Led Zeppelin.
Yeah, and more variety.
Yeah, and that's the crazy thing. Like, even though they kind of had a short window, really, if you all things considered, really evolved very fast with the scene and how things were going. And
Drugs helped.
Yeah, exactly. Into the late 60s, it just really got real. And you're right, drugs did help. I mean, heck, that was not, you're not wrong. I mean,
and their movies
Only Pepper was all on LSD.
Yeah,
You
no,
guys, this is a tangent, but I heard this before. Did you guys notice like how car designs changed in the like 60s and 70s, and then when everything was outlawed and banned and the hippies were done, like all the cars from the 80s are ugly and boxy. I think all the designers like went off all the drugs in the 80s, and all the cars became boring again.
different drugs, cocaine. He went from psychedelics to speed.
Yeah.
I don't know. Whoever designed the K car. Oof.
Don't forget Quaaludes.
No, but it's interesting though. Like you stack up those 8 artists, and obviously you have a couple in there that we just sentimental, but it's really tough to go against the Beatles, and the influence on music alone and is just tough to beat. So that makes sense to win the music. Bink, movies, wild card, or video games? What do you want to do, sir?
I feel Rich is more of a wild card guy.
Yeah, let's say the wild card for last, because I feel like that one's gonna be a buzzsaw anyway.
Yeah, it's not like we don't know.
Let's get into the meat of things and go video games so we can yell at each other.
Oh, here we go. All right, I like it. All right, so here we go. This is a fun one. We initially had things a little differently on this one, but listening back to original episode, a lot of us had this one in there. So Tecmo Super Bowl versus Super Mario 3.
Tecmo.
No.
Yep.
Super Mario. I love
I'm
Tecmo.
gonna-
Don't get me wrong. There's probably 2 games I played the most. Well, that and Tetris would be the most 3 games I've played on NES, but nothing beats Super Mario 3 to me.
Yeah, I'm with Bink on. I thought I was going to be contrarian, but saying Super Mario 3, but that's got my vote.
Rich, did you say 3? What did you say?
He said 3.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Come on
well,
now.
it
You
makes-
think Rich was going to say football?
I know. He does own Eagle shirts, okay? So
Hey, and I'll give him credit. He did go out for freshman football too.
And I know that QB Eagle is in Tecmo Super Bowl.
There you go.
yes. Yeah, I'm gonna have to at least vote, and I'll say Tecmo. I realize Bob and I have lost that one. No, I do have fond memories of 3. So
Yeah, I'm not upset. I'm
No,
not upset.
no. All right. Link to the Past or Tetris?
Link. I know which way Tom's going, but Link.
I'm a Tetris
Yeah,
guy.
I know. I love Tetris, but I Zelda Link to the Past was I put so many hours into that thing. Like that's a classic for me. I'm gonna have to go with Link to the Past for me.
So it all hinges on Richie.
Oh no, it's Tetris.
Oh, you said Tetris?
Yes.
I want
Yes.
Tetris. I think Tetris is going to win.
Mm.
Yeah, I want Tetris to win. Tetris.
Yeah, I don't even have to vote. Yeah, Bob voted for me. Tetris an easy one for me. There's no denying that one. This next one, I think we pretty much know which way is going to go, but this was a lot of this though on this next thing here was I guess sentimental because the way we played a lot of this. Worms Armageddon or Doom.
Worms.
Yeah, I'm going Worms because you could play with your friends. I mean, you could do that with Doom too, but Worms was so much fun. And I mean, Bink has bananas in his background, right? And
High bananas.
gotta go with the banana cartel.
Rich?
Or Doom.
Yeah, I'm a Doom as well. Just remember playing it on PC and then getting the mods and playing fucking shooting Kermit and whatever else.
Yep.
In college, I didn't really play Worms that much. It was other games. It was just it was there. I'd goof around on it.
Tom, you got to break the tie, bro.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna go Worms, and it's the sentimental. I can't tell you how many hours. At least Bob and Brooks, you guys and I, we just ridiculous amount of time screwing around playing at least Armageddon anyway. I mean, I actually just downloaded the PS emulation version on the PS5 a couple days ago, which is not great, by the way. It's very it's I've never played the PlayStation version of Worms Armageddon before until this past weekend. It was like, wow, this is terrible compared to the PC version. So
yeah, I'll tell you what, the Switch version it's not Armageddon, but it's Worms.
No, yeah, the Switch version is really
Mass
good.
Destruction is really good.
Yeah, it is. You're not wrong there. All right, last one in the first part of this round: NBA Jam or Mario Kart Double Dash.
Mario Kart.
Double Dash.
Yeah, Mario Kart.
Yeah, that's Brooks. You don't even really need to vote, but go for it.
No, I played a lot of NBA Jam, but I have a special place in my heart for Mario Kart, so I'd probably go with Mario Kart for that one.
Although NBA Jam lets you play as both George Clinton and Bill Clinton.
That is true.
That's
right.
true. Listen, I love NBA Jam, but Double Dash beats it 9 times out of 10.
Yeah.
But do you get to have the P-Funk All-Stars?
Actually, his name is P-Funk. George Clinton's name is actually P-Funk in the game.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. That's cool.
Flashlight.
So I really didn't know that. I knew Bill Clinton. I didn't know the George Clinton thing. That's cool. Cool. All right. See, I like to learn. That's why I like to do this. I learn different things. Super Mario.
This is a lot less angry than the bracket of bad was.
Yeah, because it's good.
Yes.
We're talking about fun stuff.
Happy stuff.
Yeah,
that's true. I'm not used to that.
I know. It is weird. It just feels good.
Is that what that feeling is?
I don't know. Like, well, think about it. We're talking about stuff that we all loved growing up and now, and it's what it feels good.
I don't love growing up. I love like points and growing up.
I mean, I know Rich listened to Bob Seger a whole his life, but sorry.
That was a choice, Rich.
Super Mario 3 or Tetris? Woo-hoo.
I'm going Mario 3. I'll be the dissenter.
No, I'll go with Mario 3 as well.
I think it comes down to Bink because I already said I wanted Tetris to win.
I know.
To me, I think Tetris is just the perfect game.
I completely agree with you.
Yeah.
Yep, Rich is not wrong.
This is like a 51 to 49 vote for me.
Oh God, big.
Yeah, and Tom, you're fucked. It's Mario.
Oh man, damn it,
First upset of the bracket.
man.
I'm sorry. When you have a movie about a game, I know they redid a Tetris thing, but you
know
didn't know
what
what the
pains
power
me?
was.
In my life, that you sided with Brooks and Bob on the same thing. Where's the kick button?
Hey Tom,
Bob's never right. You should just know this by now.
I was really hoping my computer would freeze again there, and I'm like, oh look, Tetris won. All right, Mario 3 then. And all right, so here we go. Here's an interesting one because we went with two like stalwarts, and then we get into two more defined things here: Worms Armageddon or Mario Kart Double Dash.
Mario
I'm
Kart.
going Worms.
I'm going Worms as well.
Mario Kart.
Yeah, Worms. Sorry, that's an
Hey, Rich,
easy
who
one.
was fucking wrong, dickhead?
Just because you won doesn't mean Trump won, and that's wrong. So just because Worms won doesn't mean.
Isn't democracy beautiful, Rich, even when you lose?
Richard's screen goes blank somehow.
You just hear.
You see a plate goes over my head first, and then it goes like,
I love the fact that we were all happy, and then my God, we get into this Tetris, Mario, Worms, Mario Kart conversation, and it all goes to shit.
The knives come out.
I love starting chaos.
All right.
Richard's gonna have a SWAT team to his house soon.
Yeah, he just gets the black hood put over.
All right. So anyway, Super Mario Brothers 3 versus Worms Armageddon.
Mario 3.
Let's see.
Mario.
This is a tough one for me.
I'm gonna go Mario. Much as I'm torn and want to go Worms, go Mario on this one.
I think I would have gone with Worms, even if it went the other way.
So are we? Mario won that, right?
Mario won, yeah.
Okay, all right. Sorry, I stopped paying attention because it got really weird there. So
Have you seen the participant list?
yeah, I know. Kind of why I kind of like self-blacked out. I was like, nope, I'm just gonna call it. So, all right. Save wild card for last. Let's go to movies then. Army of Darkness, Ghostbusters.
This is Sophie's choice.
This isn't Sophie's choice. It's Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters is as
I
much
think
as
I'm
I
gonna
love
watch Ghostbusters.
I'm with
Army of
Rich.
Darkness, Ghostbusters is the better movie.
Yeah, I'm with Rich, 100%.
Yeah, I have to go with Ghostbusters when it's put up against Army of
Yeah, and
Darkness.
now the next one, talking about we were all happy and stuff. The next one just makes me mad seeing the two of these against each other.
Oh yeah, well wait till you hear who fucking votes for
I
what,
know.
dickhead.
That's just because of the rest of the people in the room.
Yeah, sorry, we had a couple of these that we had to like tack in a couple of items because people are in our group here are a little weird, like me.
Look.
Blade Runner or not another teen movie?
I own Blade Runner, yet have not watched it. I own both of them, the old one and the new one, and I just haven't sat down to watch them yet. And I'm going with not another teen movie.
I'm
I second-
definitely going with Blade Runner. I'm with Rich on this one. This is like the Special Olympics and the regular Olympics against each other.
All right,
All
second.
right, then I'm
Bob.
going with the Special Olympics. I'm going with team movie.
Yes, yes,
Oh my god.
yes.
Hey, I was on the fence when you brought up Special Olympics, so that's kind of on you, bro.
Yes.
That's
I
your
feel like
trump
if it
card?
doesn't go any, I feel like if that doesn't go any further, that's like a sweet 16 or no, like a 16 seed beating a 1 seed in the NCAA tournament. That's what that's like. I feels good.
It's a travesty, is what it is.
All right. Now the next one is this one's open and shut. I feel like I don't
Yeah,
even
this
think,
was open and shut too. Princess Bride, Office Space.
yeah, Princess Bride.
Princess Bride.
Yeah, as much as I love Office Space, that's tough.
Okay, I'll go Office Space.
Yeah,
I
sorry,
give it a
Bink.
vote.
I know. I love.
No, I
Office,
would have voted.
I love
for
Office
Princess
Space too.
Bride.
Yeah, I know. Clerks, Happy
Bink is like
Gilmore.
Bink is the Thomas Massey of this call right now. He just says no to everything.
I was going to say he's the prom night dumpster baby of this call, but
Oh.
so Clerks or Happy Gilmore?
All right, this is gonna have more conversation than the last one. So
Yeah,
I love Clerks, but I would rather watch Happy Gilmore any day.
Jesus Christ.
ooh.
yeah, I'm going Clerks. With as much as we quote that movie, like in our daily lives,
We quote both of them all the time, Bob.
that's true. But I feel like Clerks has an edge.
Ooh. This is the one I saw when this was put together. I was like, ooh, this could be the rough one.
I mean, Bob Barker beats the shit out of Happy. It's Bob fucking Barker.
Bryce is wrong, bitch.
Happy Gilmore for me. Sorry, but so are we at 3 against 2 on Happy, or where were we at?
I think so.
Brooks, did you vote?
I didn't vote yet.
Oh no, I thought Brooks did.
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
Oh, he wants to wait and sit there and enjoy the final vote.
Yeah, this is going to be a fun one. This is really interesting because Brooks is the one that introduced me to Clerks, and I was likely the one that introduced him to Happy Gilmore. So this is a very interesting vote.
Yeah. I mean, I love Clerks because I worked at a video store when I was in 16 or whatever, working at Hollywood Video, and I could heavily relate to Randall that was just screwing around with customers all day and doing nothing. But Happy Gilmore, I don't know, man. I have a lot of fond memories of Happy Gilmore too. I have to go with Clerks.
Ooh, wow.
I mean, it doesn't matter because honestly, neither of them were going to beat Princess Bride in the next round.
That's a fair point. I don't think
I could be wrong.
Yeah, Bob's playing the long game. He's right.
No, and don't get me wrong. Like for me, that's a really tough one because like I love Clerks like so much, and I mean, if Clerks 3 was in there, Rich.
Didn't you have cats named Saccone and Annoying Customer?
I did.
Wasn't one of your cats named Annoying Customer?
Yep,
yeah.
I did.
Have like something worse in the bracket, like the bracket of hell.
Fuck.
Thing. Yeah. Clerks 3 could be there.
Yeah, no, the Clerks 3, I think actually wasn't bracket of bad, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was.
Was it?
I've never seen that. Full disclosure.
Yeah, don't waste your time.
I thought it was good.
Or
I definitely won't watch it now.
No, it's actually go back and listen to our pod. We have a nice long conversations about that movie. It's not terrible, but I get Rich has some pretty strong feelings toward it, and I certainly get where he's coming from with it. And it's not a bad movie, but it's certainly no Clerks 1 or 2, like not even close. But don't get me wrong, it's also a lot better when you compare it to other cinema. That's kind of where I put it.
Like Jay and Silent Bob reboot.
So I realize that Not Another Teen movie is not going to win this one.
And super groovy cartoon movie that blew too. Like Kevin Smith has only done like maybe 5 good movies. Maybe
I actually really liked Dogma. Like that movie was really great.
Yeah, Dogma was really good.
During his good run. And then he discovered pot and went crazy and put himself into a mental asylum for a while and had an ugly daughter who's horrible and an ugly wife.
Don't talk about your girlfriend like that.
Ghostbusters, Not Another Teen movie. I don't even know where to begin with this conversation, but here we are.
It's 5-0 on that one.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I love that movie. But
finally get rid of Not Another Teen movie.
Yeah, actually, we should have had that just win the whole thing for no reason.
That would have been pretty funny.
All right, Princess Bride and Clerks. I guess where we're at with that one. Then we can elicit some real conversation.
Yeah, Princess Bride wins that, obviously. And then
does anyone feel differently on that?
No.
Princess Bride, good. Okay.
Got it.
All right, so here we go. This is the real conversation, and I know this is a interesting one. Ghostbusters and Princess Bride. I do want to hear this one. I think we can hear this one out. Who wants to chime in first on this? Because I think this is a good conversation to be had. Anybody at all?
Dude, it's hard. This one's.
I don't think it's hard at all. I think the Princess Bride has it over the Ghostbusters. I like the Ghostbusters, but I just think the Princess Bride's funnier. It's definitely rewatchable.
It's
Andre
the
the
more
Giant.
well-rounded.
It's not Andre the Giant. That's all they. There you go. It wins. Andre the Giant.
It's the more well-rounded movie.
Anybody want a peanut?
Again,
This man
infinitely
has
quotable.
no dick.
Yeah.
That's a great line from Ghostbusters.
Yeah, that's the tough one for me. Is this is one where both movies probably fall equally for me. You know, I there's so many good, like there's so many quotable lines from both. For me anyway.
Yeah.
It's tough.
I'm
Brooks, you got to
gonna
say on
go
this?
Princess Bride.
Ghostbusters does have a blowjob ghost.
I don't know, man. This is like these are two of my favorite movies. So I'm like, and they're completely. I mean, they're both comedy movies, but they're two totally different genres. I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to go with Princess Bride just because I think the story for that is. I mean, don't get me wrong, Ghostbusters is awesome, but I think the story is more in depth for Princess Bride. I mean, the Dread Pirate Roberts, man. We were talking about Napster earlier, and the guy who ran Silk Road went over by Dread Pirate Roberts. So that's, I don't know. Princess Bride's got to have it for me, man.
And
Bink, I know this is kind of a Princess Bride, obviously win here, but Bink, you got a thought on this?
Yeah, between these two movies, I would pick a different one as my favorite, but that's not the place. Mine is still Goodfellas. But if I was to be sick at home watching, I had these two movies in my hand, I'd probably grab Princess Bride.
You know what's really funny?
am I wrong?
Is that no, you know the spreadsheet is messed up, and it won't let me. The formula must be wrong. So the choices for me are Ghostbusters and not another teen movie.
I wonder why.
So I'm just going to do. I don't know. I'm not going to mess with it, but we'll just remember that one. So Princess Bride. That's an obvious one. I don't get me wrong. I love the Ghostbusters. Always have. Always will. Afterlife was a phenomenal movie, and that whole franchise, for the most part, was great. But Princess Bride standalone as something that only made one film, and not part of a series, that's hard to beat.
This is cartoon too. Like if you look at the cartoon, almost would win. I think a bracket a good for cartoon 80s cartoons too.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. I agree.
Well, that could be another topic for another one.
Yeah, no kidding. I'd love to just dive back into some of this. This is like part of my favorite things of doing, whether it was the bad stuff we talked about or the good stuff, was just, bringing back the memories, and some of the stuff that like, oh, hey, well, I forgot about that, and that's, I don't know, makes me smile. So outside of all the random crap we get into, that's the best part for me.
We could definitely do another bracket of bad with like 80s stuff, like toys, cartoons, music, and movies or something like that. And fucking Rock Lords is going to be right up there.
Are we going to have a bracket of bad between Millennials and Zoom?
I like the Rock Lords.
Of course you fucking like Rock Lords.
Dude, we could. I like that. We could do a bracket of bad between a certain era. I'd like that. Like, let's just pick. That'd be awesome. I'm down. We'll do it again. Do it again. All right.
Let's go into the wild card.
We don't really have to. I'm just going to talk this through myself because there's really not a reason to.
Well, let's start it at 2 and 7.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, let's not talk about the first, because the first one's going to win this whole thing. So let's not even talk about it.
Right. We'll wait until let's go the reverse order this.
All right, I like that. Good idea, Bob. That's it's
expand the content a little bit.
Good, smart.
Start reverse cowgirl. Nice, like it, Bob. Do the dance. Ride the bull.
So Bob, as Bob has the best. That's this. That's a good way to do it. Video games and dogs.
Well, my dog's been pissing on the couch lately, so I'm going video games.
Anyone want else chime in?
No, my dog woke me up at 4:00, but I still pick dogs over video games. There's a reason why I'm tired all the time, and it's the dog.
Rich, how many video games do you have, and how many dogs do you have?
I only need one dog.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, perfect.
So video games then.
120,000.
I'll go video games.
Yeah, video games for me.
Because I have the dog, I have less time for video games.
And I'm gonna say this. I absolutely love my dogs, but I was not really a dog person per se growing up. So I'm gonna go video games on that.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
didn't have a dog till I was in my 20s, so obviously video games.
I'm gonna go this next one to me is interesting. Beer or the internet? That's a good conversation to be had.
Beer.
Beer.
I mean,
Beer
I'm
doesn't make me.
I gotta
beer
go with the
doesn't make me
internet.
want to fight people.
just gonna go beer too. Screw it. I
See,
mean,
without the internet, like I don't have any money. That's how I make my money. It's gotta be the internet.
hey, beer came before the internet, so
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know. I'm going beer there.
right.
Brooks, you have a word on that? I'm sorry.
I mean, look at this. When you're in college, what do you go to an internet party? No, you go to a beer party.
I don't know. When we were in college,
Okay,
Yeah.
I had a way different experience then.
now Brooks, you have a say on beer or internet? I was curious.
I vote for the internet.
Yeah, I figured you would.
Mainly because I'm not drinking beer right now. I'm drinking
Yeah.
wine.
Okay, any alcohol.
You've never been a big beer guy though, so I mean, no, but it's a fair question though. I do like that one. A beer and internet. It's what we do.
Completely
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I do like this next one personally. This is a good personal one. I love how you go from two mainstream things: beer, internet, Wawa, ECW.
I'm going Wawa.
The
ECW.
Philly bracket are good.
I've never been to
Yeah.
Wawa, so it's really easy for me.
I had to think about this one for a while because one of these options has tightly wrapped salami and the other one has a convenience store. So
See what you did there. Like it.
I'm going to go with Wawa.
So fun fact here. So the first ECW show that I went to that I was not with at my dad was with Brooks and Brian Boone and
Yep.
Kevin Ski,
Kevin Ski Ball.
Blackwood, New Jersey.
That was a good time, man.
Yeah, man. Now you were with us the first handful. We had some fun back then.
We went to South Philly under the highway a couple times too, I remember.
Yeah. We dragged you along for that too. It was good
I had
times.
fun.
This is a tough one. I'm never not gonna vote for ECW though. So where does that put the vote? Because I didn't count.
ECW wins.
All right. Now the problem is that it really doesn't matter where that falls.
Exactly.
So we're just gonna hold off on the next one and go to beer or video games.
Video games. They don't make me fat.
Video games.
Wow.
Video
I think that
games
was
for
quick.
me.
I mean, because I had so much fun playing video games with my buddies and this, and I mean, I love beer, but I don't need it. I need video games.
Yeah. Agreed.
Fair enough, Bink. I like that. I like that answer. Rich, you fall asleep?
I'm awake. Video games, I guess. Yeah.
This is where it becomes a problem because now the bracket of good is pretty much going to end. So we're going to go back to the first round, and the reason why we didn't want to touch this one is we have. Go ahead, Bob.
Do we want to do the Princess Bride versus the Beatles first, so we can extend it just a little bit?
Yeah,
more?
let's. Yeah, that's a good point. Because now we're getting to a point where it's going to end. So the Princess Bride or the Beatles?
Beatles for me, because I can listen to the Beatles anywhere. Princess Bride, you'd have to be in a TV.
In a TV?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, in a TV, exactly. But you would have to physically be watching TV, whereas Beatles, you can hear it anywhere.
Princess
I mean, you
Bride
could
for me.
read the Princess Bride because it was a book.
As you're driving, you can do that. I mean,
Audio
I guess
book,
technically,
bitch.
I guess technically, be a boring fucking drive.
It's an audio book.
They can't. Any audio book is a boring drive.
Bink, there's only one movie we
Fair
drive
enough.
to. Bink knows. We drive to Christmas Vacation.
Mm-hmm.
All right. But yeah, I'm probably going to go Princess Bride on this one.
Beatles.
Beatles.
All right. Beatles wins second place.
Brooks, what did you? Brooks, did you? I didn't hear Brooks. What did you say?
He said Princess Bride, right?
I I picked Princess Bride.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'm just trying to. All right. So we know we've got Beatles. I am curious. Hey, the bracket actually let me pick that.
Hey.
Here's where it becomes interesting though, because now we have a going all the way back to wild card bracket. There's really not a conversation to be had here. Boobs or simulation theory?
Boobs.
Now
Wonder
I
which one I
know
think of daily.
I wasn't like awake for most of the first thing, but I don't even remember discussing simulation theory at all.
It was like, are we living in a simulation? Right
Oh no,
now?
no,
Is
no!
the
I know what it
nature
is.
clear?
I don't remember that being in the wild card.
Well, it kind of came down to I wanted to make sure that something that Brooks had brought up got put in there.
Okay, gotcha.
So I picked simulation theory because I thought we could have a good
So I'm a
conversation about
charity
it.
case, Bob. I'm a freaking charity case. Is that what you're saying?
You are for the
I
wild card.
wanted for the
And you
wild
put it
card.
against
For
the
the wild
winner,
card
yeah.
round, Brooks, you're the charity case. The problem is that you had so many
Okay.
duplicates that we tried to
I
to
wanted to-
divide 32 by 5, and the fact that you
Didn't
came up
work.
at like 16, it was like, ugh.
Yeah, you lost.
It was just one of those things where I was like, I want to make sure that everybody's represented in every group, and it wasn't just duplicates. And so I picked simulation theory. Unfortunately,
You saying this is a
it's up
DEI?
against boobs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Brooks.
No complaints here.
So that puts boobs up against ECW.
But you know what? This is a little bit more of a
That's-
conversation. A little bit more.
No, it's
Yeah.
not.
There's a lot of boobs in
Boobs.
ECW.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about, Bubba Ray Dudley and the Blue
And
Meanie.
Penthouse
Francine?
Beulah McGillicuddy.
The Queen of Extreme, yeah, Beulah.
Yeah.
Yeah, boobs. Still
Boobs.
taking boobs over ECW.
Anyone else?
You
Anyone
just want
want
somebody
to?
to say boobs.
Boobs is probably yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, all right. And we
There's
kind of.
so
Oh, here we
many-
go, guys.
There's so many
Boobs are
of
video
them,
games.
but there's only one E ECW.
Well,
Oh, wow. That's deep.
still going boobs.
Woo! So I would have voted ECW.
I mean, look,
boobs
it
are so
would have been
important.
3 against 2. Brooks, I would have been with you on that one, just because of that statement right there. I just wanted to see boobs being upset. That's all I wanted to see.
No,
I-
I'm taking boobs over video games too.
All right. So boobs, video games.
Boobs are so
No
important. We
way.
had to create boob physics in video games.
That's true.
Gotta be boobs.
Video games, bros before hoes.
Without life, there is no boobs.
All right. Fair enough. I kind of figured this is where this was going to go. So now I think
Now
I
we're
thought, here's the funny thing. Here's what I thought about this. Actually, this is only letting me pick Super Mario 3. Oh, here we go. All right.
There you go.
Because now we got to decide whether it's boobs or Super Mario 3. And
No,
Which
Super Mario 3 shouldn't be there anyway. It should be Tetris.
No,
and Tetris should have won. But
no. Princess Bride was the finals here. But here's the funny thing. Boobs stood more of a chance against ECW than it did against video games. I just want to put that out there between the 5 of us.
I would agree with
I'm
you.
still boobs.
We tried. And the fact that it was Brooks and I that pined for ECW and not the rest of you 3 is even more amazing.
Because I think about boobs at least 875 times a day. I think about ECW maybe once.
876.
On accident?
I was going to say you're not thinking about it enough then.
I know.
All right. Boobs or the Princess Bride is our finals. I'm sorry.
Beatles?
Yeah, the Beatles. I'm sorry. Yeah,
Beatles.
Oops. Sorry.
Boobs.
Boobs.
Nah.
Because he says it best that there's one perfect set of breasts in the world. Where I can't remember the exact fucking line. Fuck you, boobs.